guys have been here signing autographs for the last hour, and we welcome to our podium here this afternoon, or this evening I should say, the 2009 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Rookie of the Year, post win last year.
We love you, Joey!
About this last night with the guys, Joey. It's neat to get out and see a group like this, get some autographs, get fired up, especially when we get fired up to go short track racing on Saturday.
I'm really excited about the race. It's going to be really cool. It's cool to see a lot of fans out here in California at the Toyota over here, so I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a good race. Obviously, it is every time we get an all-star race going in about any division, it's always a good race. So I'm excited to get on Irwindale. It's one of my favorite racetracks, so we're going to see.
Do you feel like this place maybe owes you a little bit?
I got one.
You won it 07.
I won 07. I kind of count myself as a winner last year, but they didn't give me a trophy, so I don't know. Bill looks over there laughing at me.
I
feel like I get at least half the points. I don't know, something, but it is what it is. So I got to come out here and try to redeem myself again. So we got the Home Depot Toyota out here, Mike Olson's car. So it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be interesting. Me and Mike never worked together before, so hopefully we get on the track tomorrow. Hopefully things pretty good.
All right, now I'm going to let go with this in a second, but I got to ask one more question about last year. You remember those last few laps at the racetrack? You remember the ending of the race at all, or in all that Sprint Cup Series racing, has that kind of faded into the background somewhere?
No, that's something I remember the rest of my life. and if no one will let me forget about it either, because people like you keep bringing it up.
People like bigger than I am. Well, it was a great show, and then there's no doubt about it that everybody who came, bought a ticket last year, and saw the show, left there knowing that you guys had left it all on the racetrack and done the very best you could. What is it about Irwindale? I asked guys about this last night on our first showcase show. What is it about this racetrack that you really like?
I think it's the only half-mile racetrack that we can go to that you can run 3 wide all the way around the racetrack.
3 wide.
I don't think I've ever been to another half-mile track that you can do that without taking the doors off the car. And it's pretty cool to see that. There's bottom, middle, top. They run that all day, so that's pretty exciting to see that. And I think it's awesome for race fields. That puts on awesome races. Then when you put an all-star format together, and everyone's just going for it all out, so that definitely puts on a heck of a race.
Now, this car that you're going to drive this weekend, this is not a piece you've ever driven before, is it, or not?
No, I never have, but we'll have to see. I talked to Mike on the phone. I actually saw the car for the first time today. I set my seat up to the shop. I said, here's the angle of the seat, put it all the way down, all the way back, and mount her up. So I got to sit in it. I fitted it pretty good, a little too high, but I think it's going to be all right. And checked out the car a little bit today, so I'm pretty excited about tomorrow. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll see. I'm flying out my spotter and my new nationwide crew chief, Kevin Kidd, so hopefully they can help me out a little bit with the car. And I think he's good. Mike's always said good stuff, and I think he's ran good out here a few times when he raced. So I think it's the same car he ran out here in 07, I think. So hopefully it's good.
Joey Logano is our guest here at Longo Toyota tonight, live. Got a great audience on hand, and glad to have you listening on Sirius-XM Radio, channel 128. A couple of questions on the Sprint Cup side of things. Now, there is no rumor, or there is no truth to the rumor, I should say, that the whole thing with Denny Hamlin was he went up for a shot and you slammed it back on top of him and he turned his knee.
Of course I did that.
Okay, with the two of you one-on-one going at it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, right?
I am not coordinated when it comes to any other sport besides racing, so I stick to the race cars, and that's it. So no basketball here. I can't jump or anything, so we'll leave it to Kovalik. He's the basketball player over there.
Or wrestler or boxer or whatever we can get him to do.
He's one guy I don't know. He's a lot bigger than me.
That's true. That is true. Has the success of last year kind of sunk into you? I mean, you go to Daytona this year with really a completely different mindset than last year.
Yeah, I definitely do. I remember, starting practice, and we had the shootout practice the first time we were on Daytona in a cup car, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And you go right into draft practice. There was no single runs ready to figure it all out. It was feeding you to the wolves. So, I kind of got a rude awakening for that one. And really went through a steep learning curve while I was in Daytona. And then when we get there in July, we honestly had a top 10 car all all day during the race, and just got shuffled out of the back. At the end of the race, he got shuffled back to 15 or so. So, you know, so I'm excited about going back there now. I kind of got a feel for it, I know what I want, and I think me and Zippy will work good together at the home team to try to make a good solid finish out of there.
A chase contender, you feel like?
I feel like if we have a good start and we have solid and make good methodical moves throughout the season and be consistent, I don't see no reason why we can't. I just think it's just going to be tough. You know, I mean, you look at last year. Look at the guys that didn't make the chase last year that really should have. Yeah. So it's interesting. You know, me and you know, a couple of engineers at the shop went over some things not too long ago of what we would have to do, what parts, what racetracks we could work on to be able to do that. How many top 10s we need, how many top 5s, all that stuff to be there when we need to be. So you know, if we work the plan right, we should be there. But it's always the hard part, working the plan.
All right, yeah, it is. Plan the work the plan. Let's get back to short tracks.
Sure.
Now, you're young in your career. We look at guys like Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards, and some other guys that have found a way to keep short track racing, dirt or asphalt, part of what they do, part of who they are. Okay? Do you want to do that? Do you want to keep, I know you're here tonight, which means something to all these fans that you come back here to be part of this. Do you want to be a guy like that that's known for keeping short track racing alive in your career?
Yeah, I think you never forget your roots. You know, I think you always need to be, you know, thankful for what you had. And for me, I have a blast, you know, coming back and running short tracks, stuff like that. It's, I don't know, pretty often I got out, I really watch the late model race somewhere or something like that. So, you know, I'm all about it. So, you know, as long as it's not taking nothing away from my Sprint Cup car, its main priority is there. As long as it don't take nothing away from that, yeah, I'm all for it. So for me coming out here, you know, for the off season, I would pull my hair out. I get frustrated. I'm probably hurting a little because I'm getting mad at everything because I haven't been in a race car forever. So this is kind of my racing fix, I guess. I get to go out there and have fun at the Toyota Speedway there.
All right, so you've run it a couple years, you've won it, you know what it's like to get there first. What strategy, if any at all, do you bring back to this? We got 200 laps to run, and you got a shootout for 25 laps. And as you know, it gets all hairy in that last 25 laps.
Four sections, 25 laps.
Well, I mean, for me, it's a long race. It's 225 laps. It's a short track. But yeah, you got some time there. So there's a lot of patience in the race. And just work on the car. You get two, I think it's, I don't know how long the stops are, but 2 stops that we can work on a race car. And so I think if you're just smart about it, really think about what you need to go a little faster and get that thing as big as you can for 25 laps and hopefully you position yourself good enough. Because if you, I think if you're in the top 5 with 25 laps to go, you got as good a shot as you got to lead the race to win the race. There's going to be a lot of shuffling around and I'm sure they still do the double foul restart, so that's going to that really adds to it, especially in a place like this. Like I was saying, you can do the 3-wide racing. You know, if you're in the top 5 or you're probably further back than that, you got a shot at winning that thing. So if you position yourself good, you can make the right adjustments and make your race as good as you can and be smart and you don't wear the thing out the first 200 laps. Last 25 is a lot of fun.
And you, like, not a lot of people, but you've seen talent at the Nationwide Series level and at the Sprint Cup Series level. How would you rate the talent that you think is in this feature here on Saturday night as race car drivers?
Oh, that's going to be a lot. You know, I mean, I've ran the series, I ran full-time in 07, and, you know, there's a lot of in there. And, you know, you have a lot of them here. You got Ryan Truex, you got Kovalev, Gilliland's going to be out here. You know, you have Sean Pace is going to be back to run this race. You got a lot of guys that are, you know, really good race drivers that are going to be in this. Matthew Benedetto running the Gibbs car over there. So there's going to be a lot of good drivers out there, and that's what's going to make it a good race. You know, if you get a lot of good, smart race car drivers that can put on good racing, it's going to be fun to watch.
All right, he won it in 2007. He's back here again on Saturday night. Let's hear it for Joey. Know that's listening online that wants tickets tonight. If you go online tonight to Toyota Speedway at Irwindale.com, Toyota Speedway at Irwindale.com, you can print off a discount coupon that'll knock $5 off your ticket for Saturday night. So make your plans to get online and pick up one of those tickets tonight. Now we got to welcome